Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where today I'm gonna be getting started on actually getting this milestone done. And I actually have almost everything on me. I know I have to go to the factory that I made. I gotta go a ways to go get it. But in between episodes, while I was waiting for the radio control units to stock up, I went ahead and I went around and I gathered all the hard drives that I could. And I mean all the hard drives I could. I went around the whole map trying to get all of them. Except you can see that there's a few I were unable to get because they cost things like quantum computers and turbo motors. And then I think this one is nope, that one's turbo motors. There's one that requires superpositioning oscillators. It might be that one. I don't know. I just know one of them requires a superpositioning oscillator and I don't have it. Or was this one? Yeah, this one. This one requires a superpositioning oscillator. But yeah, those are things I can't make just yet. So I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing, which is trying to get aeronautical engineering. And it won't be too hard, because literally all I gotta do is go run over to the factory for it. Oop. Right over there. You can actually kind of see it off in the distance. And I'm gonna take you the nice scenic way to do it. And by scenic, I mean I'm gonna use our little airport. So there we go. And now just gotta yeet. I missed. I've gotten a new appreciation for the jetpack, but at the same time, like I said, at the same time, it can be a pain. Like, I still prefer the hover pack over the jetpack for most things, but for things like this, where I take a hypertube cannon, I definitely want the jetpack. All right, there we are. I only need 50, but I'm gonna take a few stacks, and I've got a few stacks. Things been working around the clock nonstop to get it going, but now I need to run all the way back because I don't have a cannon to get me back there. So let me be right back. And here we are, back at the hub, and time to give it some radio controlled units and bop, send that bitch off into space.
Milestone reached. Aerial transport of resources is now possible with the use of drones, ideal for shipping across long distances or difficult terrain. Ensure the presence of batteries at drone ports for optimal results. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
Yep, and that is this guy right here. We can now make that item. Parts, let's see, where are you gonna be all the way at the end? Yep, assembly director system, which is adaptive control units and supercomputers. Yay. But as I was making my way back here, the ma'am actually pinged me and said, hey, you got new stuff. Pending removal. Yeah, the beacons are going to be removed soon, so I don't know why I would want to get a separate recipe for them. I could get more inventory slots, but I mean, you can kind of see right here I have a ton. But I'm gonna choose wet concrete for that one and start up a new hard drive because I've still got over 50 of them to go. But now we are going to, let's see, we're going to need to make batteries. So if we go back into here, look into aeronautical engineering, even to do any of the drone ports and the drones, they're going to need batteries. Oh. So drone port. Okay, so it's not a lot, but we're actually going to need high-speed connectors as well. And so we're going to need to get, it's got aluminum casings, the heavy frames, and the drones themselves. Okay, they're not too bad, but the drones run on batteries. So we've got a few things we need to start making. We need AI limiters and high-speed connectors that we need to start making. And we can also start looking into making a different type of these heavy modular frames, because as you can see, I've got 2 alternate recipes for them. One that cuts out screws entirely and then just uses steel, basically. Oh, well, it doesn't cut out screws entirely because the regular frames actually cross screws, if I'm not mistaken. Or, I do have other ways to make it. 5 per minute, 2 per minute, 3 per minute. This one is still technically the best because I have alternate recipes for it. Do I have wire? Do I have iron wire? I do have iron wire. So that means I can make this out of iron instead of copper. And then, so I'm forgetting all the buttons. I'm not forgetting, but batteries. We're going to need nitrogen gas, finally. We're going to start getting into that. So I kind of hope... Oh, and we're going to need sulfur, which we did just find a sulfur node over there, and we are tapping into a sulfur node down there. But where is the nearest nitrogen gas? I don't think there's going to be one super close to where I am right here. No. Okay, so let's make a list. We're going to need batteries. So add that to the to-do list. Holy. So there's some nitrogen all the way out there. All the way in the coast. Oh wow, the scanner's actually picking up pretty far. There's nitrogen right there and there. Ooh. This might not be a bad place. It's a pure node, it shows. Okay. So this might actually be a good spot. So let's put... Oh no, let's put a question mark right there. Because I've got copper right here, got nitrogen right here, and there's plenty of iron down in this area, plus there's some iron I know that's down here. So yeah, this might be a good spot for making the new. I just have to look for sulfur, and I think there might be some sulfur out this way. So let's check, shall we? Sulfur. In the meantime, we're also going to need high-speed connectors. So let's add that to the to-do list. Batteries, high-speed connectors, AI limiters. That was another thing we're going to need to automate, which is just more Cauterium. It's not showing me. Oh well, there's like I said, there's that sulfur node right there. I was hoping there was one closer to that other. But I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, because as you can see, there's a train that goes out there. So I could easily, take another train line, run it from there down this way. What's this? I should have already gotten that. I was using these markers for the hard drives. Did I miss a hard drive? I may have missed a hard drive. Well, let's actually head out to that marker and kind of see what we're going to do for the nitrogen gas, shall we? So, gonna head off over there and I'll meet you back there. Well, this doesn't exactly look like the area we were just in, and that's because it's not. It's actually my main base. I was over here doing a little bit of planning. Like, I was planning out how many of every machine I was gonna need and the recipes I was gonna be using. And I came to a stupid realization that those of you who know the game know, or should know, you don't need nitrogen gas for batteries. For batteries, you need sulfuric acid in a luminous solution. You don't need nitrogen. So the spot we had picked out earlier, the green question mark all the way over there, yep, that's not going to be where we're going to build it. Nope. Instead, we're actually, so let's see. Look, down here is where we were planning on using it, or creating everything, when in fact we're gonna be going over here into the swamp, because that's where bauxite is, that's where sulfur is. Like, that's actually a sulfur node right there that I was planning on dragging over, and there's also one right there, but then there's also a sulfur node out this way. But yeah, I messed up. I don't know why I thought that this was going to be the area I was going to build it in. But yeah, this is where I'm actually going to be building it. So I've been doing my little bits of research here to get everything straightened out and figured out. So I'm going to be having for six refineries creating a luminous solution. Each of them are going to be used for different processes. 3 of them are going to be straight into blenders. 3 of them are going to be sent over to 2 of these refineries, which are making scrap. That scrap is then being sent into, oh hey, the MAM just finished, into 8 of these smelters, because I have the alternate recipe for pure aluminum ingots. 8 of these are going to create the necessary aluminum ingots for 3 constructors to create the amount of aluminum casings for the blenders, which, by the way, is 375. So we need 750 aluminum solution, 375 casings, and we need 937.5 sulfuric acid, which is all well and good until we get up into the sulfuric acid, which are these 8 machines. These 8 machines need to create 937.5, and they can do that, but it's actually a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 sulfur equals 1 sulfuric acid. Problem is, in the area we're going, we don't have enough sulfur. We are quite literally just missing 37.5 sulfur. So I have to drag some sulfur from somewhere else into this area, and then we'll be golden. But I'm gonna overstuff it. Like, I'm gonna send a lot more than that, just so that I can, yeah. But then I also need another resource, which is right here. Yeah, coal. I'm going to need about 375 coal in order to make it, and coal is not exactly close to the swamp. Like, the closest coal is, like, I think over here in this little area. Let me double check. Actually, right down here, which isn't actually too bad, because there's the sulfur node that we'll be using, so I can just run it there, and then we'll also be picking up bauxite, which is right here, and then running it in this way. So yeah, no, that's actually not too bad. And then all of the other bauxite is here, and then the other sulfur is over here. So yeah, we'll be running it from there to there into probably over this island right here. So let's go out there and take a look. Well, here we are. We're out in the swamp area right on the edge of the Titan Forest, right next to the waterfall. This is actually the waterfall that I've seen people build off from for their battery factories, and it makes sense. It makes sense why people build off this area to do it, because of all the resources you need are right in this general location. And in fact, you can see right there is a crashed pod where I got one of my hard drives from, and you can even see another one somewhere. Oh, right there. You can see one of the ones I don't think I could get. Oh no, I got that one. There are ones I can't get are off that way and off that way somewhere. But yeah, so this is going to be the site of our battery production. So I'm going to probably need to build some foundations like right along here. Maybe there, or maybe I could just literally pillar up like right over, where's the rocket? Right over that, I think it is. That little island right there, like right there, right there. I can't shoot, I don't have anything. But yeah, let's probably like right there. We highlight the stamp. Yeah. So yeah, that works. So let me go ahead and build some foundations right about now. And the platform is down. I've even marked out the little center right there. It's a 2x2 center, so it's the 22 by 22 long. And I even have an underlayer for where all the resources will be coming into the factory and then being made. I haven't put supports down just yet. I just used that one support there to pillar up with. But I'm gonna tell you, I got all the way up and then started building out. I was building out this bottom layer right here, and not even halfway into it, I ran out of materials and had to run back to base. And running back to my base is a pain, because there, essentially right here is my base, and here's where I'm building. Yeah, it's a good distance away. But thankfully, I have also built out a platform from the nearest. Ooh, I almost fell. So I've got a couple things over there for the this factory for the Radio Shack. I've got things coming out like this way for the iron and copper, so I was able to just grab some platforms off from that and bring in the power. So we're all good there. So next up is just to figure out how to lay down our foundations and everything. You know, if it wasn't for all the flickering lights that I don't know how to fix, this would be a nice tree. Even almost as nice as my completed factory. Yep, I've put a lot more work in since the last clip, and I put in about 20 hours. I'm just saying, this took a minute. But I got it all hooked up. I'm drawing from all the sulfur nodes in the area, even the one from back there. That's what this guy is. Bringing in all the sulfur. I just brought over all the coal. This one was one of those, oh shit, right, I need that item. But I've got everything pretty much ready to go. I just gotta fill a few patches of me, you know, running back and forth. So, there we go. Let's just hide. Actually, you know what? Let's not hide just yet. If we look here, I've got the bauxite and the sulfur, and then the coal all coming in on this other underneath, because there was the original underneath, and now there's this one. All the items are coming in through here, and they get distributed to their different areas. That belt line is for other stuff. This belt line is for... oh, right. This is for the the ingots for the scrap will be coming down through this belt line into there, turning into the ingots that then get turned into the constructor stuff. Yeah. Which up here is where the rest of that leads to. And then the constructors then go down and then up, like right here you can see it. They go up into the blenders, which if I can go back down, I can actually show you. I can also show you that recipes have changed. I have gotten new recipes. Before this was our standard alumina solution, which created silica as a byproduct. But this solution, just sloppy alumina solution, is actually much better, and it doesn't have the byproduct because it uses less bauxite for more solution. So we're still using the same amount of bauxite, but now we're getting about 1800 instead of 1500 solution, which these guys got reset. Their colors got reset. Weird. But either way, we are creating the alumina solution through these three guys. Half of the solution goes over here to these guys, which create the scrap. The other half goes straight into these blenders. But then we're also creating the sulfuric acid we need in these machines right here, which just all goes straight into those blenders. And then here's where our scrap, due to the pure aluminum ingots recipe, gets turned into ingots. All three of these are just making ingots, which then go to these constructors, which start making the casings. The casings then go into these to make the batteries. Now, I also put in a hypercannon to get me back to my base. If we look, you can see I've also added in the airports. Or, yeah, I guess the drone ports actually is the name of them. They're all ready to go. They'll start being through these lines. Batteries will first... This is a smart splitter right here. It's set to send batteries this way first and then this way once this line backs up. Because this line is just feeding these drone ports saying, hey, there's my battery supply. And then this one right here, after all the battery supplies are done, is where, hey, this is the stuff we will be going and taking out somewhere. So thankfully right now these are the only drone ports, so this is just an exercise in preparation. But the batteries, this is their final location. I even have a couple storage bins over here for when they fill up. So whenever these drone ports are done filling up, I'll have excess batteries going to here. Then once those fill up, they'll just start being synced. But if we go back a little ways, ooh, Geronimo, you might be wondering what's with the two industrial fluid buffers. Well, these guys right here are feeding our initial startup for these sulfuric acids, because the sulfuric acid calls for water and sulfur, but then so does the alumina solution. It calls for water and bauxite. But I didn't want to have to put, hold on, I didn't want to have to put, you know, like 12 of these guys down here. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna bring the water up for that section and then fill up these buffers, because if we go over here to the scrap also outputs water. It outputs 150 per machine. And then the batteries, they also output water. They put out 75 per. So with the blenders and the scrap being made, we're making just enough water. Oh, I forgot to plug a hold. There we go. We're making just enough water to feed our sulfuric acid recipe just fine. So we only need the initial startup. And I mean, I could just hook all the water back up into these guys and then have it run down, but Nah. So why don't we go ahead and start turning on the factory? It is ready after all. So we turn on the alumina solution and we should start seeing these guys filling up. Yup. Cool. It already made all the alumina solution, which means, hello? Would you, it pumped. We're making the scrap. That's good, that's good. Now we actually have to run over here and turn on the scrap processing. The scraps will make their way in just a moment. See, there we go. They're starting to whir to life. Yup, there we go. These should start getting some resources. Yeah, there we go. And now these will start to get their resources. I think this one first? I don't remember which one will start getting its resources first. But these will start getting resources. But next, we actually need to turn on the sulfuric acid. And this is the one I'm a little worried about turning on. Oh, the power switch is right here. Because like I said, that water right there is the only thing that these have for now, until we get the blenders up and running fully. So they're getting some water, they're getting all the sulfur they need. Oop, that's getting water. That's getting water. How are we doing there, buddy? We're draining. It was going up and down, and going down at about 400. Oh wait, these won't start receiving anything yet because I haven't turned them on. Oh, there's another hole. I'm forgetting to plug all the holes. But now everything is running, so start it up. We should start seeing these things. Yep, we're getting the sulfuric acid. The alumina solution should be coming in momentarily. Hopefully. Why are you not in the pipe? Wait, did I just see some? No. What's going on? Alumina solution. Oh shit. Are you not hooked up? Have I not hooked you up to something? I'm not. It's not hooked up. I forgot to hook up this. Oh no. Yeah, Power Plane Mark II. I can't believe I forgot to hook this back up. Take this pipe as far as I can take it. And then put it in. I know it's jank, but I kind of just want to make sure that this thing will start working. It's pumping. It's getting some, but is it not making it into the system? Oh no. No, it's making it in. It's just, oh wait, no, that one's, oh, now it is. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Sulfuric acid got in here quick, though. I'll say that much. That was actually the part I was worried about. Oh, we are receiving some. Oh, these ones are now moving. This one should be the next one. Why aren't you pumping in? Come on. Just, oh wait, this one's not receiving sulfuric acid. Why aren't you receiving acid? Nope, I am stuck. Sir? Why, you're not receiving sulfur. Pardon-moi? Oh, you stupid. I see exactly what happened. The stupid belt line didn't fully connect correctly. So now we should start seeing this one receiving some sulfur. Actually, it'll take a minute, but yep, it's already in. There we go. That one's running. This one's running. This one's still not. Well, you're not receiving casings. Why aren't you receiving casings? Because another one of these stupid issues. Oh, this one wasn't even hooked up at all, really. There we go. This one's waiting on more sulfuric acid. It is getting some. But we should be... Oh, yep. I see the batteries. They're flowing. Look at that. We're already over 180 batteries. Oh, that's so nice to see. What about down here? All the way at the end. What are you at? What are you at? 25 batteries. Nice. Now, this one is the last one in the row, so it should be... where do you go to, sir? Okay, you're already hooked up, so... This one... still isn't receiving sulfuric acid, so I need to trace this pipeline back. Hang on. I mean, it's got some in it, but... what's going on? What's wrong? Oh, you see what I've been having to deal with? It's a piping nightmare down here. This one right here. What's wrong with you, bud? You're not receiving enough water. Okay, ghost keys. But it's draining, and this should be... this is hooked in to receive 325 water. So 125. This should be receiving water first. And this is even flowing correctly. Water should be flowing in through here. This is only sending 50 that way, correct. This should be sending the rest of the water. It should be going up into here. So why are you having issues? Oh, it's starting to fill up. See, I preloaded all these pipes with a lot of water, so I shouldn't have had this problem. But either way, the factory is online. So, yeah, we're good. Factory's good to go. So, this episode's already been long, and I've already been talking for about 16 minutes now, so... I think I'm gonna cut the episode here and see what I can do to try to trim some time down. But I do want to thank you all for watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been Satisfactory, and I'm falling. Oh, I'm okay. Bye, y'all.